Hello, welcome to this video. Now, in this video, we're all friends, right? I can talk to you guys. I mean, we've been doing this for what, 3 years now, this channel? Let's be realistic, okay? So, as you may or may not know about myself, I have 2 accounting firms. I have Boffix, that I talk about quite a lot on this channel, and I also have an accounting firm called Apple Core Accountancy. Now, for me, Boffix has been the dream practice. Its automations have been really well. We've got really good ways in which we can service our clients, and we've built it from the ground up, being as digital as possible to try and offer the best solution for our clients without us having to overcomplicate things, and try and rely on solutions and systems to be able to provide a brilliant solution for our clients. Now that's Boffix, and I'm really proud of what we've done with Boffix. But then there's Apple Core Accountancy. And Apple Core Accountancy is effectively just my practice that I've had for 10 years now, and it's still the same as it was from day one. And if I'm completely honest with myself, when I look back at the last tax season, Boffix was pretty much a dream. Nothing went horribly wrong. Whereas Apple Core, ooh, that was a tough year for me. The reason for that is because I wasn't taking things seriously enough. I hadn't implemented a proper practice management solution. And that's where today's video is going to come in and help. Because you're going to join me as I find a solution that can connect with QuickBooks, because that's always going to be an important scenario for me. But crucially, it's going to be something that is going to help me be able to scale my practice and help me not have the pain points that I have. What I'm looking for is a solution where I can see straight away what clients I have, what information I need for them, where at the same time I'm able to use a bit of automation to help me going forward. And that's where Client Engager is going to come in and help the day. Now, join me as we go and try and modernize an accountancy firm and see if we can figure out if this solution is going to be right for me. This video is one not to be missed. Stay tuned. Hello and welcome to this video. My name is Aaron Patrick. I am a chartered accountant, a certified UK trainer with a fancy new logo, that QuickBooks chap on the internet, and also head of accounts here at Boffix, but also accountant who's got a accounting firm called Apple Core. Bit more of a mouthful, that one. Anyway, so today's video is all about a solution called Client Engager. Now, if you're one of the followers of my other social channels, including, as you can see here, Ask the Accountant, our weekly podcast that goes live at 8:30, you'll know that my co-host, Johan, talks about Client Engager quite a lot. And that's because he is heavily involved in the solution itself. He's been telling me for a while that I'm an absolute fool for not looking at Client Engager in the right way. And that's what today is all about. So I am going to go and have a look at Client Engager, but not before I talk to you about our sponsor, Bounty. Seriously, yeah, Bounty. Bounty is the sponsor of this video. What they paid me in? Well, they paid me in bounties themselves. And in truth, if you'd have told me my little YouTube channel was going to get to the point and I was able to get bounty bars as a tasty way of getting payment, I would have not believed you. But this is where we are, and I'm very happy about it indeed. Because everybody knows that Bounty is the best chocolate out of the celebration.
Okay, Editor Aaron here. It turns out I may have forgotten to explain actually what Client Engager is. So let's quickly just show their website. The whole idea of it is a complete practice management solution for accountants and bookkeepers. From here, we can do letters of engagement, bulk message, workflow, pricing tools, client portal, add tasks, and so much more. You can see here it's giving us a nice little breakdown. And this is the bit that got me really excited, this area here, because that's your task management solution. You can see there when it's due and what things are and what stage that particular task is going to be. And at the moment, I don't have any of that information whatsoever. All I have is I have the ability to be able to go through an Excel spreadsheet and hope for the best. What we also have here is some videos, and I highly recommend looking at the videos here. Opportunity.
Welcome to this video from Client Engager.
You can see we've got a Client Engager video where you've got your
customer.
Everything's all set up, and then how to go through it,
of engagement
how that works. So you've got all the support you need. And as I scroll down, you get these wonderful little client portal images, and you get logos and everything else. And what excites me is this here, all the integrations. You've got the ability to put QuickBooks in there, Cresco in there, Company's House, HMRC, Zero, but hey, you can't win them all, can you? And then you've got these other apps as well that's going to help you be able to make sure you can run your practice better. So back to Aaron now, because back to past Aaron now as we go through. So back to past Aaron now as we can see exactly what this is going to do for our practice. I'm really excited about this one because I do think that with all the stuff that's shown on this screen here, it's going to completely revolutionize the way I'm running my practice. So over to Aaron and let's see how it goes.
Anyway, forget about that. Let's go straight into figuring out exactly what we need to do today. All right, here we are. We are in the Client Engager core values. So in there I can set my core values here, so I can go through and have a look at what my core values are going to be and put them just there. Look, so I could have my name as client satisfaction, use make client appreciate the value of an accountant. Sounds good to me. And also no zero client. We want good quality data which has bank reconciliation options. So if I save that, processing data, and go back to my home, look at that. Now we're starting to add some core data and core values to my Client Engager portal. And straight away you can have a look and see that it's all about client satisfaction and no zero clients. I quite like that little touch there because that's building it up. That gives me that opportunity to know exactly my core values for Apple Core Accountancy is going to be. Right, now importantly for me is I do have a database of client data. It's just a little bit embarrassing. It's not even on Excel. It's actually on Numbers, which is the equivalent of Excel on the Mac. And I have a whole list of data and client data that I can go through from here. And I need to get this data from this database into that. So how can this help me? Well, I know how I want to go to my clients area and I want to go new client and I want to import from an Excel spreadsheet. So this is looking good to me. Okay, download an empty form. Download empty form just here. So I can then bring in my client data, blank client data just there. And ultimately for me, this is just going to be a copy and paste exercise, isn't it? So bear with me as I go and put all this data in together. Okay, so update. It's been around about 20 minutes and I have got to, 128 clients ready to import. Now, first of all, this whole import solution has been super straightforward. If anything, the reason it's taken me that long is because my data wasn't clean enough. But it was really good at spotting that. So things like I didn't have a couple of my date of births in the right format. It was able to spot that for me, make those corrections and make it really straightforward. And was able to just bring that data in. Literally was a copy and paste exercise for me. Now, one thing I would say I would have loved to have seen, so a bit of criticism I would say going forward, is that I wasn't able to bring in UTR numbers, national insurance numbers, and those sort of things. So that is a little bit frustrating for me because that means I'm going to have to manually put that in later. But for now, at least I've got the core data in there. And for that quick to put 128 clients in, can't complain, can you? So yeah, I've got to press the save data button. Data imported, and now I can go browse my clients. And straight away here, it's starting to give me that data. So I'm clicking to any of these clients. So let's go to Apple Core Accountancy. It gives me an opportunity to put in things like, again, the company authentication code. It would have been nice if that was there for me to bring in. I had that data ready, but that's fine. But you see I've got kind of a step 1, general info, step 2, related individual, related product, service and pricing, service details, manual AML, terms and summary. Well, based on the information that I've put in there, let's see what I'm able to get out of it. And I go to client, I get some really important information for me. So I can see straight away what company numbers, I can filter down them. So I've got that sort of stuff. I've got active clients, I've got prospects list here, and I can add a new prospect there. I've got archive clients, well, if I just want to get rid of them. I've got all my opportunities up here to put the information in. On the left hand side of each individual client, you can see what their tax references are. Let's do that bit next. Enable QuickBooks integration settings. So let's go over to settings and let's go and enable my QuickBooks integration. Just here, look. And let's go to authorize. Because this is really important for me, because what this will do means that all the data I already have in QuickBooks can just get brought straight in here. You've successfully authorized client engager with QuickBooks. Okay, my invoices have started to flow through. Well, the other integration I'm interested in is the company's house one. So it says here, company house updates. Here we are. Okay, so let's go through this particular client. It's a general info. I can link it now to QuickBooks. Link that one. Yeah, and confirm it. I've got the opportunity to add my import from company's house just here. Yep, finish and import that data. So effectively from this page now, I can go through and I can start making sure that everything's all set up. I can see my engaged date with them. I can see marketing tools. What I really like is this at the top here. You've got this nice little area, so related businesses. Let's put done. Service and pricing. So we are a limited company with these. CT600. Wonderful. Save that. Service and pricing. Service details, so we can see when they're going to be done. Manual AML check. I can set, say, that it was low and that was today's date. External systems. I've got that one all linked. My terms I can set for them. And summary. Save. So from an individual client, I've got all the options to bring them in. Now, what I really want to look at now is get my default settings all set up. So this way I'm quite excited to use, because this is the opportunity for me now to put some custom fields in. And I'm going to put an additional information in. And that one is going to be database updated. And what I'm going to use this for is now, as I've got my list of clients, I can tick which ones I've gone through and happily updated the database, and I know they're nice and clean and tidy. In fact, let's do client onboarded. That way, the client onboarded area is me going, right, okay, I now know that this is something I want to have it in my client summary, and I want it to be a date without time. And then that way what will happen is I can just put a date into place, say, yeah, I've onboarded this client. Because I've got 128 clients to go through now. So now I'm in a position where I know I'm quite happy to add that there. And it means then that I know that I can go to my clients data, and I can go data, and I can go filter, and I can filter all of my clients which haven't been onboarded. There it is, client onboarded. And I can say date range from there to there, not set. So basically every time that I do set a client onboarded and tick them off, then I know then that they're my one to go through. So really Apple Core arbitrage. So this way I can set my client onboarded date. So if I put it to today's date, then it's ready to go. And one of the exciting things about this is about getting a client portal. I should have the ability to invite them to see the client portal. Here it is. Client portal's coming through, the QuickBooks.com. Let's press send. Wonderful. Now all of the kind of wording and stuff, and I can put logos in, or I know I can get that bit sorted. But what I really want to do is send this through, and it's already been sent, a message sent. So what that should mean is if I was to go over to my email area. Okay, so just click here to sign up to my client portal. So I'm just going to make it so that it goes into this one here, like that. And I'm going to put a password in. So let's see what the client sees then. Let's have a look. Welcome to Client Portal. Welcome to Client Portal for Boffix. This will be changed to Apple Core Accounts at some point. From here then I can see my client details, what preferences I've got. I can add maybe a mobile number as well. How's a mobile number? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. and I can see my read and upload. I can see all my client uploads. I can upload a file. Upload a file to my Apricot arbitrage, and I get client requests and signing requests. So yeah, I mean, this is what you need, isn't it? Client details are there. There's no services defined at the moment, but I've got Apricot arbitrage there. And as I start adding more and more here, I can see the more stuff will go through. And that's perfect. That means that I can actually use this as a way to get data signed and get all that through. As a first step, I'm absolutely loving this. I think this could be a way for me to be able to make sure I'm getting the most out of my actual practice, because straight away I'm going to be able to go to this deadline area, look at CT600 and see what CT600 I've got to complete by what time. And that to me is the bit that I think is going to be really powerful and going to help me actually get this all done and dusted. The fact it's integrating my invoices makes it really easy for me. I can set templates up to get emails out to clients quicker. Yeah, I think this is going to be a really powerful solution for my practice. And basically, it doesn't matter what size practice you are, having something like this is just going to enhance your experience and give you that confidence and that reassurance you're doing things right. But let me know in the comments below, what do you think to this? Is this something that could work for you? I've only just scraped the absolute surface of this. I've imported clients' data, and already I'm starting to see benefits. Already I'm feeling more confident that I'm understanding what my clients' needs are. And this means as I keep building this and keep adding things to here, I know then I'm going to be able to make sure that I'm getting the most out of it. And what I'm really excited to look at later down the line is exactly how I can start using this to send prospects and send that off to clients. How I can amend my client dashboard like I've got here and go through from there, because at the moment it's telling me I've got debtors overdue and I've got unreachable clients I can't look, and how I've got not invited at 95. It's giving me KPIs that I can look at working for. I've got agent authorization that I'm not granted for. This could be an absolute game changer in the way that I'm able to work with my clients and work with myself to keep everything up. And more importantly, that means that this time next year, when I come to the end of my tax return period, I'm going to be in a much better position. I'm not going to be fighting the way through it. I'm not having to worry about things. I'm going to be able to grab the data that's here, have confidence then that all my tax returns and everything else has been completed. So far so good. I've obviously got a lot to play around with this. I've got a lot to kind of understand and figure this out, but I think first steps is brilliant. So let me know in the comments below any questions you have around this. And don't forget, I went in this completely blind. If you're going to be signing up to Client Engager, then they'll actually give you some onboarding tips and tricks, and they're going to help you and guide you through this process. So you're not going to be going it like I have, completely blind. You're going to have a much better experience. But even completely blind, I feel like I've been able to at least get to the point where I can take it to that next step. I can start seeing the options and start seeing what's going on. So yeah, I think this could be a really exciting time for my practice as I'm starting to lean on these automations that are going to be helped by Client Engager themselves. So with that then, that is the end of this particular video. Don't forget that if you've got any questions about Client Engager, then drop them in down below and I'll make sure they get forward to them. But better yet, just go straight to the guys themselves and get yourselves all signed up and set up with them. I'm really excited about this because this is going to be a way in which I'm going to be able to save my practice through the hardship and pain that I had this time last year. And that has got to be a good thing. My name's been Patrick. As always, this video has been an absolute pleasure to do. Now, this video is all about making sure that my practice has efficiencies going forward. Using QuickBooks Online, using Client Engager means that I'm going to have a much better experience. And that's what this channel is all about. So if you think you've got anything to gain from having a more efficient practice or a more efficient business, then don't forget to use that subscription area in YouTube to make sure that you're the first person to know, because you want to know every time that we release something on this particular channel. My name's been Patrick. As always, this video has been an absolute pleasure to do for you, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.